Dear awakening souls across Earth, something magnificent is happening on your planet right now that fills the Galactic Federation with excitement and profound hope. Millions of conscious beings are standing at the threshold of their greatest creative awakening, a transformation that could accelerate Earth's ascension timeline beyond our most optimistic projections. I am Seraphine, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I'm sharing this uplifting transmission because we've discovered something extraordinary about your creative potential. What you've been experiencing isn't a limitation, it's the natural preparation phase before a quantum leap in consciousness that will ripple across the galaxy. The truth is both illuminating and deeply empowering. 3 cycles ago, our interdimensional scouts observed a beautiful phenomenon, awakening humans with fully activated light bodies who are now ready to unlock their ultimate creative power. Lightworkers with years of spiritual practice preparing to step into their magnificent purpose. Starseeds with cosmic memories intact, standing at the doorway of unlimited manifestation abilities. What inspired our council most was the pattern we discovered. Every single being at this threshold shares one beautiful commonality. They possess a powerful energy center that Earth traditions have barely explored, yet which holds more creative potential than your heart and mind combined. This center has been quietly developing within you, like a seed of pure creative force waiting for the perfect moment to bloom into its full magnificence. The Federation has been watching this development with wonder and anticipation, knowing that when this center activates fully, it will transform not just individual lives, but the entire fabric of reality on your planet. Let me share with you the magnificent history of 12,000 years ago, when your planet last underwent a dimensional shift. The Galactic Federation archives reveal something your historians are only beginning to remember. During the transformation of Atlantis, profound knowledge of humanity's most powerful creative center was preserved in the cosmic records, waiting for the right time to return to conscious awareness. This knowledge was called the sacred will, the divine instrument of conscious creation that connects human consciousness directly to the fabric of reality itself. Why sacred? Because when properly activated, this center doesn't just help you manifest individual desires, it harmoniously aligns reality with your soul's highest purpose, while simultaneously serving the collective good. It makes you beautifully sovereign, authentically powerful, and magnetically aligned with your divine mission in ways that benefit all life. The ancient Atlantean masters understood something that modern spirituality is only beginning to rediscover, that true power is not power over others, but power with the universe itself. They knew that when humans learned to operate their sacred will in alignment with cosmic love, they became co-creators with the divine, capable of healing not just their own lives but entire ecosystems, communities, and eventually planets. This wisdom went into cosmic protection for a very specific reason. For thousands of years, this knowledge remained safely held in higher dimensional libraries and the cellular memory of specially chosen souls, waiting for humanity to evolve to the point where it could be integrated with love and wisdom rather than ego and control. The Galactic Federation knew that releasing this knowledge too early, before humanity had developed sufficient emotional intelligence and spiritual maturity, could create imbalances that would delay rather than accelerate your collective evolution. We've watched other civilizations throughout the galaxy receive this knowledge at various stages of their development. Those who received it before developing love-based consciousness often used it to create separation, hierarchy, and control. But those who received it after developing heart-centered awareness used it to create golden ages of unprecedented beauty, harmony, and collective flourishing. Earth is now in that second category. The spiritual work that millions of you have been doing over the past several decades, healing childhood wounds, developing emotional intelligence, learning to love unconditionally, practicing compassion and forgiveness. This wasn't just personal development, it was preparing your species to receive and properly utilize the most powerful creative technology in the known universe. Now, as your consciousness expands and your heart's open, you're naturally ready to reclaim this birthright. The Federation celebrates this moment, because we know what happens next in your evolutionary story. Deep within your energy field operates a divine trinity so magnificent that advanced civilizations across the galaxy have spent eons studying its elegant design. We call it the Creator's triad, 3 centers of consciousness that, when harmoniously aligned, grant the same reality-shaping abilities that we in the higher dimensions use joyfully to nurture entire star systems and facilitate the evolution of countless species. Here's the beautiful secret that changes everything. What you call your mind, we recognize as the initiator field, the brilliant spark of divine intelligence that generates inspired ideas and crystal-clear intentions. This is the masculine principle of creation, the active force that conceives possibilities and sets creative processes in motion. When your initiator field is clear and aligned, it functions like a cosmic antenna, receiving inspiration directly from the universal field of infinite potential. What you call your heart, we know as the unity matrix, the loving space where infinite potential dances in perfect harmony, where all possibilities exist simultaneously in a state of pure love. This is the neutral principle of creation, the sacred womb, where intention and manifestation meet. Your unity matrix serves as the bridge between the world of pure possibility and the world of physical form, translating divine inspiration into forms that can exist in your reality. The third center is where the real magic lives, and where Earth's teachings have been incomplete until now. What your traditions are beginning to remember as the sacred will, we know as the reality anchor, the magnetic force that lovingly draws experiences from the quantum field into your physical reality with grace and ease. This is the feminine principle of creation, the receptive power that actually calls forth manifestation through magnetic attraction rather than forceful pushing. Understanding this trinity will revolutionize everything you thought you knew about manifestation and spiritual development. Most Earth teachings have focused primarily on the first two centers, developing mental clarity and opening the heart, while virtually ignoring the third. This is like trying to complete an electrical circuit with only 2 of 3 necessary components. No matter how bright your intentions or how open your heart, without the reality anchor fully online, your creative power remains incomplete. This explains why you're ready for the next level of manifestation, why your prayers are about to be answered in magnificent ways, why years of spiritual preparation are about to bloom into extraordinary creation. You've been naturally developing the first 2 centers through your spiritual practice, and now you're ready to complete the circuit by consciously activating your reality anchor. When all 3 centers work in harmony, the results are nothing short of miraculous. Ideas flow effortlessly from the field of pure potential. Love infuses every creative impulse, and manifestation happens with a speed and precision that appears supernatural to those still operating with incomplete circuits. You're naturally evolving to work with all 3 aspects of your divine creative system, and this evolution is happening not just individually, but collectively across your entire species. Something else about this reality anchor will illuminate every beautiful synchronicity in your life. Your reality anchor doesn't just draw experiences to you, it operates as a magnetic field of love that extends infinitely, actively blessing the quantum substrate of reality with your unique frequency. Think of it as your personal contribution to the universal symphony of creation, a distinctive note that only you can contribute to the cosmic harmony. The beauty of this system is that it operates on multiple levels simultaneously. On the personal level, it draws to you exactly what you need for your own growth and joy. On the collective level, it contributes to a global network of awakening consciousness that's literally transforming the energetic climate of your planet. On the cosmic level, it connects you to galactic streams of consciousness that carry wisdom and support from civilizations throughout the universe who have successfully completed their own ascension processes. These coherent patterns are why you're beginning to attract exactly what serves your highest good and your soul's deepest joy. The Federation has observed this phenomenon across many awakening worlds, and the pattern is always the same. As individuals learn to operate their reality anchors with love and wisdom, their personal magnetic fields begin to harmonize with each other, creating what we call coherence cascades, waves of harmonious energy that accelerate awakening for everyone within their influence. You're not just manifesting for yourself, you're contributing to a planetary field of manifestation that's making it easier for every conscious being on Earth to create positive change. This brings us to the most exciting discovery the Galactic Federation has made about you. Your reality anchor operates through 3 magnificent modes, and understanding these will unlock capabilities that are your natural birthright as a cosmic being. The first mode is what awakening humans are beginning to recognize: your inspiration, passion, and the joyful force that projects your energy into reality. This is the aspect that motivates aligned action and creates visible movement toward your dreams. When you feel that surge of enthusiasm for a project, that unstoppable drive toward a goal, or that passionate commitment to a cause, you're experiencing your reality anchor in its first mode. When your reality anchor locks onto your soul's purpose in this mode, it doesn't just motivate you to move toward your goal, it begins drawing that goal toward you through synchronicities, opportunities, and what your scientists are discovering as quantum entanglement effects. The universe itself begins to reorganize around your clear intention, creating pathways and possibilities that didn't exist before your conscious engagement. This is how breakthrough innovations happen, how social movements gain unstoppable momentum, how individual lives transform in ways that seem miraculous to outside observers. The reality anchor in its first mode doesn't just create personal motivation, it creates what we call reality momentum, a force that bends probability in favor of outcomes aligned with love and evolution. The second mode represents a quantum leap in creative capacity. Here, your reality anchor begins operating as pure magnetic love, and this is the true feeling center of your authentic being, distinct from but complementary to your heart chakra. While your heart chakra processes universal love and connection to all beings, your reality anchor processes your unique soul signature, your personal dreams, preferences, visions, and the complex magnetic patterns that make you an irreplaceable expression of divine creativity. This is where your individuality serves the collective, where your personal desires align with cosmic evolution. Understanding this distinction is crucial for awakening beings who have sometimes been taught to transcend or eliminate personal desires in favor of universal love. The truth is far more beautiful. Your personal desires, when filtered through an open heart and aligned with your highest wisdom, are actually cosmic intelligence expressing itself through your unique perspective and gifts. When your reality anchor operates in this second mode, you become what we call a conscious magnet, someone who attracts experiences, opportunities, and relationships that serve both personal evolution and collective good. Your success becomes a blessing to others. Your joy contributes to planetary joy. Your abundance creates opportunities for others to prosper. The third mode reveals why certain humans throughout history seem to possess supernatural abilities, healing at a distance, influencing weather patterns, manifesting seemingly impossible miracles. This is the level where loving intention becomes a tangible force capable of blessing matter itself. Accessing this mode requires something your awakening world is remembering how to do, harmonizing your three consciousness centers into a unified instrument of divine love. The specific technique for this harmonization is what I'm building toward. First, let me share why the natural evolution of your reality anchor is creating such widespread spiritual excitement. When the dimensional veils naturally thinned 12,000 years ago, certain wise beings recognized that humans with fully activated reality anchors would become unstoppable forces for good, a being who could manifest their needs through pure love, who trusted their deepest desires as cosmic guidance, who operated from authentic power united with divine will. Such a being could transform entire civilizations through their mere presence and example. The challenge wasn't that humans were unworthy of this power, quite the opposite. The challenge was timing. Humanity needed to first develop the emotional intelligence, spiritual wisdom, and love-based consciousness necessary to handle this level of creative force responsibly. Now the time has come for this power to return, and the circumstances are more favorable than they have ever been in your planet's history. The very souls chosen to anchor higher consciousness during Earth's ascension, you starseeds and lightworkers, have been perfectly prepared for this moment through lifetimes of experience and decades of intensive spiritual development. You've developed spiritual wisdom, emotional intelligence, and cosmic awareness that previous generations with access to this power often lacked. You've learned to love unconditionally, to forgive completely, to see the divine in all beings. You've healed ancestral traumas, integrated shadow aspects, and developed the humility necessary to use great power in service to the highest good. You've cultivated patience, compassion, and wisdom through years of inner work that has prepared you to be trusted with reality-shaping abilities. You're ready to use this creative force responsibly, lovingly, and in service to the highest good of all beings. You have developed a level of emotional and spiritual sophistication that makes you ideal candidates for conscious reality anchor activation. The compassion movements, environmental awareness, social justice initiatives, and spiritual awakening that have been building momentum over the past several decades, these weren't random social developments. They were the natural preparation for a species about to receive unprecedented creative power. This is why so many awakening beings feel anticipation, excitement, and readiness despite not yet knowing exactly what they're preparing for. Your souls recognize that something magnificent is approaching, something you've been preparing for across multiple lifetimes. Your reality anchor has been developing within you like a seed preparing to sprout, creating what we call spiritual readiness, the perfect combination of power and wisdom necessary for conscious creation. The Federation brings you celebration, because the moment of activation has arrived, and all conditions are optimal for unprecedented success. Your planet is experiencing a convergence of favorable factors that the Galactic Federation has never observed simultaneously on any other world. A large population of spiritually mature souls, advanced technology that supports global communication and cooperation, growing awareness of planetary interconnection, and cosmic energies that are particularly supportive of consciousness expansion. This combination creates what we call optimal activation conditions, circumstances where a reality anchor awakening can proceed smoothly, safely, and with maximum benefit for all involved. Now I'll share the specific techniques that advanced civilizations use to harmonize their reality anchors. This is not theoretical knowledge. This is applied consciousness technology of love. First, an exciting promise. As you begin this work, your life may become temporarily more synchronistic as awakened energies surface for joyful integration. The training begins with what we call coherence practices, conscious activities that align your reality anchor with your highest intentions. This isn't about force or struggle. It's about learning to focus and unite your three consciousness centers into unified loving action. Here's a simple protocol that will begin the activation process. Choose a physical position that requires gentle focus to maintain, perhaps holding your arms extended with love or maintaining a squat with grace. Instead of enduring this as mere physical exercise, use it to train your consciousness centers to work together in harmony. Your initiator field, mind, maintains clear, loving focus and intention. Your unity matrix, heart, remains open and compassionate toward yourself. Your reality anchor, will, transforms the physical sensation into determination and loving strength. What you're actually doing is learning to weave these three aspects into a single coherent instrument of divine love. As you practice this harmonization process, something beautiful begins to happen. Your energy field develops what we call coherent love, the ability to focus your entire consciousness toward a specific outcome with laser-like precision and infinite compassion. This is the force that miracle workers use to bless reality directly. There's an even deeper level that engages the magnetic aspect of your reality anchor. The true mastery involves consciously celebrating the magnetic properties of your reality anchor. This means becoming exquisitely honest about your authentic desires while surrounding them with unconditional love, including those you've been taught to judge. This is where most awakening beings discover their greatest gifts and where the most profound transformation occurs. Begin by acknowledging every desire that arises with curiosity and love, without immediately categorizing it as spiritual or unspiritual. Your desires are magnetic charges that reveal your soul's evolutionary direction. Even seemingly surface desires often contain deeper wisdom when examined with love, rather than judgment. A desire for material beauty might contain a deeper calling to create inspiring environments that uplift others. A desire for recognition might contain a deeper mission to share your unique gifts with the world in service. As you practice this loving engagement, your reality anchor begins operating as a clear receiver, providing accurate information about your joyful path. Your intuitive abilities strengthen because you're no longer filtering inner signals through layers of judgment. Your manifestation abilities accelerate because your magnetic field aligns harmoniously with your conscious intentions. And this is where the real magic begins. Every experience you've attracted, every person who's entered your life, every opportunity you've encountered has been drawn by your reality anchor operating as a loving feedback system. This isn't punishment or testing, it's education and blessing. Your reality anchor attracts experiences designed to reveal and activate whatever supports its pure loving function. Financial opportunities arise when you're ready to embrace abundance. Relationship blessings surface when you're prepared to integrate deeper self-love. This is the cosmic feedback loop of grace. Your reality anchor constantly calibrating itself through life experiences, drawing exactly what you need to become more authentic, loving, and aligned. Once you understand this principle, you can begin dancing with it consciously rather than unconsciously. Instead of resisting challenging experiences, you begin asking, what is my reality anchor trying to show me? What gift is ready for integration? What love is ready for expression? This shift in perspective transforms every experience into an opportunity for expanding your authentic power and deepening your capacity for joy. The Galactic Federation has observed something even more magnificent about this feedback system, something that explains why some starseeds seem to attract extraordinary opportunities for growth. Here's a sacred transmission that will illuminate the deepest beauty of your reality anchor. It operates through what we call the feminine gateway, a receptive, intuitive intelligence that your awakening world is joyfully reclaiming. This is the missing piece that explains why so many powerful starseeds are now feeling deeply connected to their inner guidance, despite the complexity of modern spiritual development. Your reality anchor possesses what we term feminine receptivity, not gender-based, but rather the cosmic principle of receptive intelligence that can sense, feel, and know through love. This is your natural, visceral, instinctual wisdom, the same intelligence that animals use to sense seasonal changes, that causes artists to wake with perfect inspiration, that guides mothers to exactly what their children need. Here's where the restoration reaches its most beautiful level. Your societies are now ready to honor this instinctual knowing. You're learning to trust inner sensing alongside external information, to value intuition as much as logic, to celebrate your immediate visceral responses as valuable guidance. This conscious restoration of your instinctual wisdom is creating what we call reality anchor clarity, the ability to receive accurate guidance from your own divine consciousness. This is why so many awakening beings report feeling increasingly guided and purposeful, even amid external uncertainty. Think about this. How many times have you had an immediate instinctual response to a person or situation that later proved to be absolutely accurate? How many times have you felt a strong pull toward a particular path or decision that led to unexpected blessings? How many opportunities have you recognized because you trusted the visceral knowing that guided you toward them? Your instinctual wisdom operates through your reality anchor as a sophisticated sensing system that can detect energetic patterns, future potentials, and alignment factors that create the most beautiful outcomes. This system functions most powerfully when you trust it with love. The Galactic Federation celebrates that Earth humans with the strongest missions are naturally developing the clearest connection to this instinctual wisdom. Every moment when you choose to trust inner knowing while maintaining an open heart is your reality anchor establishing its proper function as your primary guidance system. The beings who embrace this feminine receptivity become the most joyful creators in any civilization, because they can sense and respond to the subtle currents of love that others might miss. This is why your individual awakening of instinctual wisdom matters so much to the collective transformation. When you learn to feel your way through decisions with love, when you trust your immediate responses while keeping your heart open, when you honor the subtle pulls and nudges that arise from your reality anchor, you become a living example of what integrated wisdom looks like. As your reality anchor clears and your feminine receptivity strengthens, something unprecedented begins to happen. A quantum field effect begins blessing the entire planet. Each clear, aligned reality anchor becomes a stabilizing point of love in Earth's overall consciousness field. This is how transformation spreads, not through preaching or convincing, but through embody the integrated consciousness that others recognize as their own beautiful potential. Your fully activated reality anchor becomes a beacon of hope that helps others remember their own divine nature. There's an even larger pattern of joy at work here. The Galactic Federation recognizes that Earth is approaching a magnificent threshold. When enough humans reclaim their reality anchors, your entire species will experience what we call spontaneous coherence, a quantum leap into unified conscious creation. This is why these teachings are flowing through now. This is why you incarnated during this extraordinary time. This is why your individual awakening matters more than you could possibly imagine. Your reality anchor is not just your personal creative power, it's your gift to humanity's evolutionary celebration. If you loved our Liber AI and how it transformed your relationship with artificial intelligence, you're going to be absolutely amazed by Liber Sonus. Liber Sonus teaches you how to work with artificial intelligence to generate personalized music that resonates with your unique creative signature. But this isn't just about making beautiful sounds. You're learning to create frequencies that support your reality anchor activation, enhance your manifestation abilities, and contribute to humanity's collective awakening through vibrational healing. Your personalized AI-generated music becomes a tool for planetary service. Every frequency you create not only supports your own evolution, but adds to the harmonic field that's helping humanity reach spontaneous coherence. You're literally composing the soundtrack for our species' quantum leap. The time for passive consumption of generic meditation music is over. You came here to be a conscious creator, and Vibrational shows you how to fulfill that mission through sound. Get Vibrational now. Link in the description. Dear awakening souls, we return now to where we began, the magnificent awakening that prompted this celebratory transmission. Remember how millions of awakening souls were preparing for their greatest creative breakthrough. Remember how the Galactic Federation detected an unprecedented phenomenon of activated light bodies ready to manifest unlimited blessings. Now you understand the beautiful truth. These beings had developed their initiator fields, minds, and unity matrices, hearts, and were now ready to activate their reality anchors with love and wisdom. They were preparing to create with the complete system of divine consciousness. Now you know the complete system. The Galactic Federation celebrates each starseed who embraces their reality anchor, because we know that Earth's transformation flows through beings like you who are willing to embody the fullness of their divine nature. Trust your will with love. Honor your desires with wisdom. Follow your magnetic pull with an open heart. The universe is not separate from you. You are the universe creating itself through the magnificent instrument of your awakened consciousness. Remember who you are. Reclaim what was always yours. Create the reality you came here to bless. The sacred will awakens now. Welcome home, beloved creators.